Welcome back to this week's Joe Cooks. This week I thought we'd have a go making a simple fruit cake. If anyone watched last week's video, I took you through me basic cooking kit, what I used to make my main dishes and that. This week I thought we'd have a go through my baking cupboard. It's pretty simple, pretty basic, but it's versatile and it gets the job done. I also went through some of the basic equipment I use, because I don't use anything too flash on that. It's all basic stuff. Some I got second hand, some I bought new. But we'll have a quick look, then we'll get on with making my cake. Right, let's have a look inside my cupboard, see what I've got. Like I said, it's pretty basic. I keep it about this stocked all the time. No special in that, no special. If I do want a special ingredient, I'll go out and buy it, then add it to the cupboard. Just like I did with my cooking kit and that. But yeah, we've got the basics like air flours, self-raising plains, some sugars, different ones, dark brown, light brown and white. This is just granulated table sugar. I don't usually have sugar in most things, but cakes and that you've got to put them in, really, you've got to put them in. Some jellies, great if you're on a diet, these, great if you're on a diet. Vanilla extracts, canderel, that goes with the sugars I suppose. Some spices, nutmegs, gingers, cinnamons, mixed spice. We'll be using that one today in my cake, so I'll take that one out for us for now. Some citrus juices, lemon and limes. Some yeast, cornflowers, natural breadcrumbs, just the usual suspects, nothing too flash. Some dried fruit, which we've seen in the bread and butter video. I'm going to be using that up today in this cake, so nothing goes to waste, And that's it, basically. That, a pack of eggs, and some milk, and some butter, and you've got yourself ingredient-wise, a baking kit that you can create 100 recipes from, easy. But as far as your equipment's concerned, I don't use much posh equipment either, not too flash. I've got a £10 mixer from Argos, I think it was from. We'll be using that one today. I've got a jug blender I got out of the second-hand shop or the charity shop for £5. Perfect. They're quite expensive in the catalogues, but if you look about, you'll find one. Got this chopper from Lidl's. Don't know why I bought it, I don't use it that much. It's one of them things that gets stuck in the cupboard and left, I suppose. But I think it was only a £5, so it's handy if you can't be bothered. Got a hand blender here, that little hand whisk. I use that a lot in soups and that. Great one. Only about £8 from Wilco's, I think. Some bacon beads and some piping bags. And that's it. Cake cases and stuff like that. Just the normal stuff, normal cheap stuff. And there's just odd bags of flour. So right, I'll get set up to make a cake and we'll get cracking. Right, we're all set up now for make a cake. I've plugged my mixer in. We'll have a quick run through these ingredients. There's only 7 of them. Cakes are really easy, you know, really easy. But yeah, we'll run through these and we'll get cracking. This takes minutes. Right, what I've done to start with, I've switched my oven on and I'm preheating it to 170 degrees. And for the cake, what we're going to be using is, this is 4 mixed size eggs. You can use 3 large eggs or 4 mixed size. What I mean by mixed size, these daft ones from Iceland, they're all sizes. Just pick them out, that's roughly the same size for all two. 125 grams of low fat spread, which I've softened up in the microwave. I haven't melted it, it's just gone soft. 50 grams of milk, 125 grams of light brown sugar. You can use dark sugar if you want. It'll just taste a little bit stronger. I like the light brown. 250 grams self-raising flour. 2 teaspoons of mixed spice. And 400 grams of dried mixed fruit. You can use nuts if you want to put nuts in with it and that. What I tend to do is all the fillings, if I bring the fillings to 400 grams, then it's great, it always works. So you can use dried cherries, nuts, mixed fruit, whatever. But I've got these, so that's what we're going to use. Right, I'll bring the bowl in, we'll get cracking, because this one, so simple. Take us about 2 minutes. Right, basically, in a bowl, we just put all of our ingredients, them all in. Start with the butter. Doesn't matter which order they go in, you can put them in any way you want. fine. Get most of this out. Go in with our eggs, the milk. Like I say, cakes, really simple. They make them look good on the telly and that, but there's no to them. Obviously you can get more fancy if you want than that, and like, that's great. I encourage it. Go and make something complicated, because it improves you all the time. But I'm just about basic cooking and getting the job done. 2 teaspoons of mixed spice. You can go in. We'll tip the flour in. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to mix this all together until it's formed like a cake batter. So I'll probably put this on there, fast forward or transition or whatever, because this gets a bit noisy. But yeah, let's have a go. How quick was that? That was about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes maximum. Right, we'll get rid of the mixer and we'll bring in with dried fruit. I say, I know this one's 425 grams. It's not exactly 400 grams, but close enough. So you take the bag away, it's probably 410 or something. We're just going to put these in, break them up a bit. We're just going to fold them in with a spatula. Don't want to be using your food mixer like this, because it will blend the fruit and that. So just fold them in. There'll be lists of ingredients and equipment in the descriptions as normal in that. But it's pretty straightforward, I love a good fruit cake, you know, especially when the winter's coming like this and that. You come in, you have a nice cup of coffee and that. Piece of fruit cake, lush. Right, that's basically that done. How quick and easy was that, eh? How quick and easy was that? The oven hasn't even heated up yet. So we'll get that to one side. And we'll bring in a cake tin. I'm going to be using a loaf tin like this. It's only £1 or something. And I'm going to be using a liner. You can grease it with fry light, rub it with butter, line it with parchment paper, whatever. But these, 20 for £1. The Christmas ones, but it is November, so I'll let them off a little bit. Makes life so much easier when it comes to getting it out and storing the cake in the first place. But we'll put that in, and we're basically going to tip our mix in. So hopefully I can do this elegantly elegantly, is that what you call it, on camera, and not make a pig's ear of it. It's quite hard because I'm like reaching on the camera. But it's fine, we'll get there. Let's take our time. Give it a little tap down. There for all the space and that. This will take quite a while to cook in the oven. It'll take about an hour and a half. So what I normally do is I'll start checking it after about an hour and 15 minutes. I'll poke it with a skewer or a toothpick or something. I'll be using a skewer because I haven't got toothpicks. And until the skewer comes out clear. But it can take like an hour and 40, an hour and 45, it just depends. I think it's all on your oven and that. My oven's a bit dicey sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's slow. But, right, I'm just waffling now to save time, to waste time, sorry. What I want to do here, this is pretty important. It's a bit weird, but it's pretty important. Just run a knife, or a palette knife, anything, just down the middle. Just depress the centre a bit. And it'll stop the cake coming up and bursting. There's nothing worse. But anyway, the oven's just clicked off now. So it's hot. I'm going to put this in the oven for an hour and a half, hopefully. I'm going to check it after an hour and 15 minutes. Then we'll come back and we'll have a look. Right, we're at the 1 hour 15 point. I've just took my cake out the oven. Here it is. I'm just going to check it now. It's looking good, I know that. I'm just going to check it with my skewer. I'm just going to poke it straight in the deepest part, right to the bottom at an angle. and I'm just going to draw it back and see what it's like. If it's clear, it's done. A little bit of juice on there, but not much. So what I'll do, I'm going to let it sit for about 15 minutes just to firm itself up a bit. Then we'll get it out, we'll have a look at it. Yeah, we'll bring this one in. Right, all that's left now is to thank you all for watching. So thanks for watching. We're going to turn this out now. The bottom's still quite hot, but if you grab that, it should come out nice and easy. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. You can store this in an airtight container that will store really, really well. This just makes it a lot less hassle, these liners. And a little tip, if you cut your first slice from the middle, you can push it up and it'll stop it drying out in the box properly. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. Hit the like button, hit subscribe and that. And make comments, tell us how you make your fruit cake and that. I'm going to try and get 10 out of this. Heavy on the calories this one, so bear that one in mind. It's about 350 a slice. It's still quite warm. You can smell the spice in that. It smells absolutely lush. Let's peel this back a bit. And oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm not so delicate, but look at that. Still steaming, still steaming. Beautiful, beautiful. I've made myself a nice cup of herbal tea to go with it. And to make this look a bit prettier and that. But yeah, there you go. A simple fruit cake. Made in a few minutes. Ingredients in my baking cupboard. Set yourself a baking cupboard up. Have a go, have a go. Cakes are really easy, really satisfying. I'm just going to have a little taste. Still quite hot. Look how spongy it is. Lovely, lovely. Fantastic. Oh, very hot. Right, I'd like to thank you for watching. I'll see you on next week's video. Don't know what it is yet. I haven't made my mind up, but we'll come up with something. Be kind, everyone. I know it's winter in the UK now, so stay warm. And I'll see you on next week's video.